Okay, so far what we've done is we've opened up a connection to the database. We've run a query on the database. So basically what I've got so far is, see how it's the All Blacks 2011, that's this table here. I've got all this data pretty much laid out like this table, stored in the dataset variable. Okay, and now we want to process the results. And in order to do that, I need a couple of things to help me out. So I'm going to create a couple of variables, int row count, and I'm going to have an int column count, so I can get, and I'm going to make sure that they're integers, and I'm going to get the row count and the column count. So remember, we should actually have, according to this, it looks like 12 rows. All right, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 8 columns. Let's just make sure this works. So I'm going to say int row count equals. Now I'm going to go into the data set, and I'm going to go into the first table. You can actually have multiple tables in the data set, but I'm just going to grab the 0th table. I know that's actually the first table. In programming we start counting at 0, but I'll save that for another lesson at this point in time. So go into the first table, get the rows, and get the count of the rows. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing with the column. All right, int what am I doing? Int column count, and that will be ds tables dot columns, I'm sure you're surprised, dot count. Alright, and I'm just going to MSG box int rows, and I'll put a large space in between them, and int column count. Alright, and actually, you know what? I'm going to teach you right now and add this in. You want to close your connection. And the reason for that is if you leave a connection open to your database, somebody else can't use it, and well, it's just using up resources. But let's just see what happens. What should happen is this will show me the rows and the column count when I push that there. See, that's 12, which is what we were expecting, and 8. Now, the last thing I'm going to tell you is, remember how I said in computer programming we start counting from 0? So because we're counting from 0, in the loops we're actually going to have to go to 1 less than those counts. Alright, so let's just make sure that works. So it should be 11 and 7. Okay, and this will make more sense as we're going through. Alright, so you can get that bit done now. So this is helping set up our process. Okay, get that done now.